Howdy ho, gang. Guess who's back again? Hey, Penny Sue and Albert, too. Is Albert here, too? Or was it just you pretending to be Albert? So, how's everything going? How's everyone going? Do we have any? Well, we got a couple of people here. Hi, Linda. We're just going to give it a few minutes for everybody to show up and come on in. I may have to change this time slot because someone who has a lot of followers is doing a whatnot sale at this time now. So I may probably go an hour earlier. I've been wanting to do more of an evening thing because hey Linda, because so many of you don't have to, well, often not. Hi Jane. Hi everybody. And Linda, other Linda, both Lindas. I've been wanting to do an evening thing, but tell you the truth, I'm gonna lie to you. Duh. I was doing really good not saying these stupid terms like, to be honest or tell you the truth. Why do we say that? Because, hey Mary, because if I'm gonna lie to your face, I'm not gonna announce it, am I? Let me go ahead and lie to you and pretend that this is actually the truth. There we go. That's what I should do. Let's pretend instead of saying something like to tell you the truth or honestly, hey, to tell you a lie. So, anyways, I'm just not good at evenings. I don't know why, and it's an Arizona thing. Peace and love thrifting. I know. I remember. I used to know your name. I forgot. I should know your name. I should remember. I'm sorry. I apologize. But Alice, hi. But yeah, it's Brie. Thank you for double multitasking, Brie. It's just it's an American thing. When I'm in Germany, I live my regular life. I go to bed at a regular hour and I get up at a regular hour. But as soon as I'm back here in Arizona, I wake up between 5 and 6 in the morning. Lately, I've been waking up between 4:30 and 5. And then by 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm completely pooped. I'm done. I'm going to bed. I cannot move anymore. And then by 8 or 9 o'clock, I fall asleep watching someone's YouTube show. I don't know why that is. I've had this issue for the past couple of years here in Arizona. Not all my life in Arizona, but the last few years. I have no clue. So, Vicky, there we go. Hi. So, yeah, I don't know. And I don't know. I don't think there's an answer for it. I could probably go and see a doctor and say, hey, why is it I can sleep well in Germany and not in Arizona? They're going to tell me, well, then why don't you go move back to Germany? But yeah, I've been shopping. I've been totally shopping way too much. I spent so much money this weekend and I haven't even paid off my credit card bills for my trip. Oops. And now looking at the stuff, it doesn't look like I have that much. But I bought a lot of art. Oh, yeah. My other favorite mall, called Antique, they had a lot of art, good art on their sales table because they always got all this art outside that they're selling. And then there was one piece that was only 50% off, and I still bought it because I want to hang that up on my wall. I've got this watercolor that I absolutely love. It's got some purple colors. It's got a snowy trees and everything. Just what I miss when it's 115 degrees here. And I love that piece, but I hate the frame. It looks like it's got the cheapest frame they could find. And it's probably not the cheapest frame they could find. It's just the kind of frame that I would never use, and I don't believe it goes with the picture. Now, I could take it to the framing gallery or Hall of Frames somewhere. I prefer them over Michael's, but I could take them in and spend $200, $300 on a new frame for a picture I thrifted for $5 or $8 or something. But I don't like to do that. I just don't like to do that. It's so much money you spend on these frames. It's just nah. And I I don't think I can find one. I mean, what I usually do, and eventually it works out, I find another piece at Gucciville or at the antique mall for cheap, and I just reuse the frame and take up the art. Cheers. Like this one here. I picked that up for $1 this weekend. And that frame is, even though it's gold colored, I don't like the gold color, but that's the kind of frame I like. These are easy to handle. You just take off the corners and they come apart, and you can easily change out the picture. And these frames I buy when I find them for, you know, anything under $4 or $5, usually, depending on what they look like, on the shape they're in. And I exchange the art for my photos in the hopes that I can sell the photos in the pictures. I've got a whole box full that I tried to vend at, uh, at the cat place, at the cat cafe. It didn't really work out, but I'm thinking, maybe in the fall I should just need to just suck it up and start going to the art markets again, to the art shows, and just set up my pictures at the art shows. This one is kind of cool though, Sisters. I don't know if that's a crocheted or something, or whatever that is, if it's an actual needle point or something, or if it looks like it. I'll find out when I take it apart, but I'm pretty sure it's an actual needle point. So if anybody wants this picture, let me know. So yeah, that's the kind of frames I pick up for these purposes, for my photos and for reframing. But that watercolor I'm looking at on my wall, it would need more of a regular frame, like, this kind of frame. And this one is a Michael's frame. That's a real nice piece I found this weekend. And even the frame is nice. I normally don't, I'm very picky about those frames. And I could probably fit that now. It's too small. Mine, the other one is bigger. This is most likely going to be in a sale. See, the problem with these professional frames, since I don't have a framing talent, once you take them apart, it's hard to put them back together, because they have these little staples inside that I'm sure they have a machine to staple them with and everything, which I don't have. So I just pull them off the screwdriver and then try and hammer them back in with a hammer, and then that looks horrible. I don't get them all the way in, and then of course that nicely paper, that nicely stuck on paper that they glue on there, I can't do that myself. I'm not a paper person. I mean, I'm not a framer person. Paper person. Why would I be a paper person? Then there's this piece. Now, this is the one I bought for myself. I fell in love with. That's the most expensive one I bought, and it was still under $12. It was 50% off. And that's the one I want to hang up on that wall now, where my other one is. And it's even got the deflective glass. Normally when I find these frames used for a good price, I pick them up anyways. And then I find out that the glasses, they're all custom. So now I have a whole collection of these nice deflective glasses, and most of my frames that I got on the wall still have the reflecting glasses, so I can hardly see stuff because of the windows. But look at that. That was made by Jane Scar, and it was sold for $70 another spring from Sheridan, Wyoming. Now, I do not know when that was made, but looking at that typewriter on the back, I'm thinking 60s, 70s maybe. But I just fell in love with this piece. It is just, see, it looks like it has texture. Now, I don't know if it actually has texture or if it's just painted to have texture, but I'm thinking it may have texture. So, and this frame is nice, even though I'm not big on brown frames. Nate! How was you? How was New Zealand? How is everything else? I know I asked in chat the other day, and then with these chats, I'm just have a hard time following because they're so busy and there's so many people chatting, and I keep missing answers. I feel like such a bad friend. I'm asking questions and then I don't even wait for the answer, or see the answer or reply to the answer. Oh, that's right. You got winter over there. Next summer, I'm going to New Zealand. So this is my new favorite, my new other favorite picture. That's going to go up on the wall at some point in time. Hopefully this week, but I'm not going to. Then there is this artist, and her name is Joan Cook. I got a whole collection of Joan Cook pictures because I just love her art. There's one. There's another one. And of course, this one's got the nice purple mat. If nothing else, I'd keep those mats and put my own pictures in them. Those frames are not the best of frames. Then there is the smaller ones, and I really like those frames. I've used those all the time back in the day. I think this is going this way. Oh, it's going that way. But those are the clips keep coming out. Like they're all missing clips. There is another one. No, this one's really nice because it's so small and those colors. Actually, it's going this way. She's a Mesa artist, a local artist, Joan Cook. And then there's this one. This one kind of goes with the first one I had. They're related. Definitely related. So I got those. Those may be up for grabs at a sale coming up. And this one is another one I picked up, which I really love this picture. It's a native design, and it's got a nice frame, and it's got the story about the person. It's number 607 of 900, and it was made in 1997. And what was the name? Patty Deuter. Deuter, I think Americans would say. I say Deuter because I'm Deutsch and I'm pronouncing it properly. Nobody else does, only me. Genevieve, hey. I was just thinking I'm not going to drive east because I'm just not up for a road trip that long. What I'm thinking of doing is to fly back east and then rent a car and drive around at the East Coast in the area and visit my friend in North Carolina and maybe some friends in Georgia. So I got to figure that out. What else do I have? Oh, the person who took over my booth at the Antique Mall had this hanging there for a while, and now it was finally on sale. And I fell in love with it before, but not like I need another tiger picture. Look at him. I love him. He is just, I don't know, something about his face. He's cute. So I had to have him, and he is painted on wood. That's a real nice piece. And that is definitely a homemade piece. It's not some cheap copy. And then I found this frame. This is a homemade frame. It inspired me. I should start making frames. It's a huge piece considering all the stuff it's on there. But I just fell in love with that. It looks kind of a little bit steampunk. I just really like that. Yeah, so it was on sale too. Actually, no, I think it was on sale. Or it was really cheap. Either way. And then there is my last for the picture department, which was also on sale. I'm not so sure I like the orange colors. I certainly like the picture. And the orange mat has a little bit of fading from the sun, which is too bad because it's a nice frame. It's a nice mat. It's a professional frame. So I may just try and sell it as is. Even when we look at that. There's a ship there. And there's no water. So yeah, I really like that picture too. Had to have it. That's the pictures. Whoops. Then I've got a couple of sheet music. They were kind of on sale too. Hi, Julie. Look at that. So this one I thought of Halloween first. But then I look at, if you don't like clowns, look away now. But I just love the art, the graphics. I like that. And this one is not in such good shape, but it's still nice art. If nothing else, it makes a nice piece for a junk journal. So maybe I'll start doing a junk journal after all someday. Or maybe someone who like to purchase it who does junk journals. Then I got a couple of these, and these are mixed in 2 antique malls and 2 thrift stores that I've been to. More Mexican ducks. Now in Arizona, I expect to find these. In Berlin, not. But these are cool. They're all signed somewhere there. So, got those 2 guys. And yes, we got lots of sales coming up. So this one I fell in love with because of the looks. I'm not really buying milk glass anymore because I still have my collection of vases that I picked up back in March, I think. But I just love this piece. I love the crimping on the edge there. And that's such a beautiful piece, and that you can use for anything because the color is so neutral. It goes with everything, and you can do your seasonal stuff in there. Halloween candy, or the Christmas candy, or the Easter candy, or no candy at all, or cashews, or whatever. Or your watch collection, or your gazillion rings. That's, yeah. This piece I'm totally in love with. Well, I'm totally in love with them all. Where's my other one I'm totally in love with? That one I bought for myself. Because I got the plates to go with it. Look at that. Purple. I have glass plates that match this. The whole plate set. So, I probably never ever use this for food. Maybe I'll use it as display. Put little figurines or something on there. I have plenty of those. So yeah, I fell in love with that. I had to have it. It was on sale. Not marked down as much as I'd like to have it marked down, but it was marked down. Then I found made in Poland, even though it really looks more like Ireland. Maybe I should save it for your next birthday, Genevieve. Send it to you in March for St. Patty's Day. I mean, look at that. I just couldn't resist this beautiful piece. I mean, cream and sugars don't really sell anymore. But here's the mark. But I just fell in love with this design. And even on the sugar here. It's just a beautiful design. Yeah, go ahead. Hope you feel better soon. I know you've had years. What happened? Oh, we're back. My screen just went black for a split of a second. Are the aliens invading my stream? Ooh, aliens. Where are they? Are they coming out of here now and attacking me? Oh! Oh. Yes. Cheers, I need to wake up. So, what's next? I had one that was similar to this that I liked even more. But this is a beautiful piece. Again, it wasn't quite as cheap as I would have liked it to be. It was still marked down, and it's still a beautiful piece. I don't know. Is my black light in here somewhere? It should shine. Should be a little bit shiny. Let's see, do I? No, I can't really tell. No. Maybe I need a new battery in here or something. Yep, we got lots of sales coming up. This piece, I have no idea why I bought it. I fell in love with the shape of the Egyptian pillows. They had things that were shaped like this, where they put their heads on at night when they slept instead of what we have, fluffy pillows. But this one is probably a little bit too big to work as a pillow. I think if I put my head on there, I would have cramps in the morning. But it's such a beautiful piece. I mean, look at the way these legs are shaped. Looks like a skateboard too. Something. I may keep that for myself. Unless someone's interested in purchasing it. You all know my deal. There is the email. If you have any questions, if you would like anything, tigers.thomas.treasures@gmail.com. I did not put anything in the description. I always forget the descriptions, but I can add that on later if anyone needs it to be added on. This is pottery, I think, made in New Mexico. Look at that. It's very dull looking and does that looks like a bird or something. I love these things that have these designs because you can make up what you see. There's an eye. What you see. And here's the New Mexico pottery. It's a beautiful piece. I couldn't resist this guy. I had to have it. Oh, and here are my other two beer plaques I talked about last week that came in my box that actually came on Saturday and I wasn't home. Look at that. I love those. My beer from Berlin. Cheers. So yeah, that was funny because I tracked the package. Now it actually lets you track the whole package, the whole way. Back in the old days, it would only let you track to a point where it leaves Germany. And after that, I wasn't able to track it anymore. But now, they must have changed their rules or something. They have an agreement or something that the Americans take over when it leaves Germany, and they still scan it, and I can still track it. And it was in Phoenix at like 5 something Saturday morning. So I was like, yeah, right. It's not going to be delivered today because now it's going to make its way to Mesa first. It'll be on. And I went out and I came home and here was my little note. We missed you. I was like, man, I want my package now. Not like I needed anything. It was in there now. What's a couple more days? I expect it to be delivered Monday anyways. So this morning I went to the post office, picked up my package. I had to ship out my stuff anyways from my sale. And yeah, that was go figure. But that was cool that I was able to track it. Here's another picture I picked up last week already. I fell in love with it, with the owl. That looks like that art that they do nowadays where they combine pictures and canvas with a computer. You can make it look like a painting, but it's not painted because it's got photographed things, pieces. I have another one. I have a couple more pictures of that I've had for a long time. One of them's in storage right now. The other one, I don't know where it is. The other one is a little bit smaller than this one. It's a boat. No, it's a ship, actually. It's a ship in the desert. Go figure. And I love those things. Whoops. I also picked up this guy. Now, he's not very impressive. Not like these totally cool puppy or kitty or skunk planters. But I just love it. I love the design and the colors. It's a McCoy, and it's very mid-century modern, which is why I like it. I have other mid-century modern pieces that would go with this. Not the same brand or anything, but that would match the style. So, yeah, that's definitely going to be in a sale, though. I love to keep these things, but I can't. And, yeah, then we always find these things. Already sold several of them, and here's another one. I don't know why I keep picking them up. I just kind of like them. And here's look at that I found. And unfortunately, I probably need to find a seamstress to put a ribbon on there for me because the ribbon is all falling apart, but it's a tiger. Oh, isn't he cool? Oh, yeah. So I love that thing. That's for myself. That's not for sale. The tiger. And there is Nippon. Again, Nippon. These I picked up. I know, right, Brie? I owe her like 5 texts by now. I've been back for over a week and I haven't told her yet because I haven't. Every week I want to go out and stop by and I'm just not. But I'll get in touch with her this week. maybe today. Look at that. This is Nippon, so this is roughly 100 years old, and it's in such good shape. That's why I picked this up, because you see a lot of plates, but I haven't seen a lot of these dishes or or creamers and sugar uh, things in such good shape. So coming up, and it's got purple on it. It's just a beautiful piece. I love those pieces. I love those pieces. I mean, the artwork on there and everything. So, yeah, that's that. Then I picked up a ballerina. I don't know why, because she was cheap probably and she needed rescuing. She's kind of cute though. And then I picked up a ballerina shoe planter. Because I know there's people out there who like this kind of stuff, and I've never seen one of those before. Now, this is made in Taiwan, so it's still vintage. And it's just, I don't know, I just think it's kind of cool. So different. Yeah, I know, I need to talk to her anyway, so I haven't even been to the doctor yet. I should have been to the doctor 10 days ago, gotten my shots. And then once I go there, I can stop by and pick up my stuff and drop off stuff and whatnot. So that's probably what I'll do. Look at that. I just picked that up because it's just so different. I totally fell in love with it. It's not something you see every day. I have no clue who made it. I have not researched it yet. I just fell in love with it because it's different. And of course, then there are these purple bowls, which I'm sure they're not new. I mean, they're not old. I don't know if that hole is for the chopsticks. Usually they have chopsticks in those holes. But they're just cool. I love, love, love the design on these things. And I don't need them, but I'm gonna keep them for a while. Use them for soups whenever I eat soups again, probably in about 5 months from now. Hope! I hope. You made it. Thank you. I'm happy you made it. And there's another purple I fell in love with. Now, and I did, of course, this one, which I have so many purple vases. This is going to go into one of those. And then here is yet another purple vase. But I love the color. It's this nice dark one. I actually had to hold it up, and I wasn't sure if it was purple or if it was a reddish color. But yeah, it's like a dark like amethyst or something. It looks a little cranberry-like, but it's purple. But look at the shape of this. I'm totally in love with this. And I did take a picture. I fell in love with Mike! You found us! Hey! Yep. What can I do? I can't afford an expensive ballerina. Gotta be a cheap ballerina. But a ballerina it's gotta be. So yeah, I fell in love with this vase, and they want way too much money for it. I don't know if it's gonna go on sale or not. I'll go back next sale weekend and hope they mark it down. I did take a picture of it, and I was gonna shoot it out on Instagram and ask you all for your opinion on it. I may still do that because it was such a beautiful, and it was not a normal one, but it was almost like the tree trunk type vase. It was definitely worth the money, but I couldn't figure out who made it. It's so hard with these things because even when you don't know where to start, what brand to look up, and the photo searches, whether it's lens or whatever, they bring up so many different ones or similar ones because they're just, yeah, you can't really tell. And then I found this is probably more of a homemade piece, but again, it's got purple. It's got a purple tail. I just fell in love with him. Look at that mouth. Speaking of cheap ballerinas, I have a not so cheap kissing mouth fish. And he's just totally cool. Now, I don't know who made him. I don't know if he is anything valuable. Probably not. No, he's definitely not a Murano fish. But I just fell in love with him or her. That mouth looks more like a girl, but then So got that. Got the kissy fish mouth fish. Yeah, kissy mouth fish. Whatever. Got another little duck. Love those little ducks. I keep finding those little ducks. Whoops, kaboom. And here's one for Christmas. I'm gonna save that for Christmas, which is also a nice piece, Jamestown. Then there is this piece, which I have no idea what to do with it or what it's for. I just know it's really pretty. It's so small. I see these all the time in bigger versions. I don't know if these are supposed to be bean pots or something. Got a hole in the top and it's got the little handle there. But this one is definitely in excellent shape. I don't think it's ever been used for anything. It is marked of something, but it looks more like a layperson's mark. And then there's this design on the lid. I really like that. It is a beautiful piece, so I picked it up. It wasn't overly expensive, so I picked that up. What else did I pick up? Oh, there's a whole box over here next to me, behind all those pictures. Let's see if I can move stuff around. No, I can't. Now, another one of my favorite pieces is another mid-century modern piece that I found. Ta-da! Now this I really like. I just like it. I could use that. You can use that as a vase even. If you don't want to put condiments in there, you can put vase. You can use it as a vase, or you can put. I wonder if the ballerina put in there. You can put little figurines in there. Look at that. You can stick 3 ballerinas in there, and then you can spin them around until they get nauseous. Yep, we woke up, Mike. And it's not even hump day yet. So yeah, that's just one of my more favorite pieces. Then there is, then all my pictures here are collapsing. Whoops. See, that's the downside of the way I'm set up. I don't have anywhere I can put these things, because I don't have anyone to hand them to. If I had anyone who I could hand them to, it's like, here you go, put them away for me. They wouldn't be in my way. I'm probably going to be tripping over them 5 more times before I'm out of here today, because that's the way I usually operate. I trip over these things and fall over them and break them or break myself or whatever. But now this one, again, I have not researched this, but this just looked too unique, too nice to pass up. I was going to say unique, but not that unique. And I'm thinking there may even be pieces missing. I know some of these have like little stands and stuff. But, oh, look at that. It does actually have a silver plate. It's just a beautiful piece. It's a little dirty on the inside, I think. No, it's not too bad, actually. I'm not going to polish that. Anyone can polish that if anyone would like to purchase this. Look at that. Now that's definitely going to be in the sale coming up. Look at sales and sales and sales. And I got to find some more. Look at that. Now this is made in Hong Kong. And I'm guessing it's a tea jar, but it's pewter. It's not like that regular tin that we usually have. But look at that. I just fell in love with the shape of this, even though I cannot read the symbols. Maybe you'll find someone who speaks. Look at that. That looks like a design, like some sort of wheat or something. And does have a mark on the bottom there. There's the inside. And it's a little bit heavier, so it really feels like pewter or something. Feels like a good quality piece. Had to get that. I won't use it for my own tea, but I'm sure someone out there. Howdy, Jeannie, Chicago lady. Then there's a couple more items that, if I can reach them. Fairy lamp time. No, this one I actually paid for. This one was not even on sale, but I had to have it because I got sales coming up. It's one of those fairy lamps. What a beauty. So, haven't had a fairy lamp in a while. In fact, my Viking one has disappeared. I know I put it away so that I wouldn't lose it, and then I lose it. That happens every time. And whenever I'm putting stuff away with a thought of not to lose it, that's when I lose it because I'm hiding it from myself. And then there is the last piece for now, the honey jar with the honey thingy. Normally they don't come with it. Normally they get lost somewhere along the way. So I'm really happy that it's available. It was there, part of it. But look at that, it's shiny. It is a beautiful piece. I had to pick that up because it was so pretty. It does have some sort of a signature there. Las Cruces, it says. And rising. But yeah, I love this thing. I love these things. It's even reflecting me in the look. There's today's selfie. Selfie. So yeah, this is a real nice piece. It's even got like a little thing up in the lid. I don't know if that's up there on purpose to be used for something, but no, it does. Wow, look at that! It does fit in there. I was hoping it would. Ta-da! So yeah, this is basically it. I need to start holding an art sale here pretty soon. And yes, I know I need to do my whatnot thing. I should have had my first whatnot sale before my vacation even. So intimidating. Then they said you have to use your phone. I don't know how to use my phone. I don't want to use my phone. I mean, I got a computer. I got a laptop. I don't have a stand for my phone. I have to go and find a stand for my phone. Oh boy. And I thought I had one somewhere, but and then the phone is so small and you can't see anything on the phone. So you got to have two devices, one to film and one to watch the chat, or I don't know. They've explained some of that to you in your onboarding, but honestly, the stuff that I was expecting to get to learn during the onboarding, they didn't even touch on. And when I asked, they just blew me off and said, well, go and check YouTube. Why the onboarding then? I know, because of legalese. Gotta know everything, gotta know the rules and the small print, fine print, whatever. And I understand that. I don't have a problem with that. I just wish I would give it a little more time and explain the setup. But then I'm probably the only idiot who doesn't know how to do that. Most people, especially all your young ones who live on their phones, you know how to do it anyways. It's just like, yeah, I'm not into that. But then I don't know. I think Danny said something about using the computer. So if I can record or if I can do it on my laptop, then more power to me. I'll have to check into that. So that'll be coming up too sometime this month because, geez, I made all this fuzz to be part of it, and then now I'm not part of it. Go figure. And I also have sales coming up. I got a couple of sales already set up that are coming up this month, and I have another person who invited me on their channel. I'm gonna figure that one out. Actual sales this month. On Sunday at I think 12:30 Eastern, I'm going to be visiting Beth, the Carolina, was it Princess, and so on, Sweet Treats and Pretties. So yeah, look out for that. That'll be at 12:30 Eastern on Beth's channel on YouTube. Of course, my sales are gonna be on Thursdays again at 8 a.m. Pacific or Mountain Standard, Pacific Daylight or Mountain Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern. I don't know what made the East so special, but somehow all times are always in Eastern. We all kind of quote everything on Eastern and the other time zones too, but somehow the Eastern time zone is that sticks in my mind. And I'm probably not the only one. So yeah, I gotta get busy. Man, I spend so much money and now I gotta start selling all this stuff. But the problem is half of it I don't want to sell. I'm in love with half of the stuff. But yeah, we will be selling some stuff. So you all come on by, and once I start doing, finally get that whatnot set up, I'll let you all know. And then I gotta figure out when there's a time when everybody else is not already selling. Oh, that doesn't exist. So, but you know what? I'm gonna cut a little bit shorter today because that's basically it. I thought I would be spending 2 hours just talking about my art pieces here. It's kind of funny because I do like the oil paintings, and I do pick those up when I can, and I have a few that are really special that I'm in love with, and I really need to take in to try and get done, get restored, and cleaned, and all that good stuff. And I keep bookmarking the company that I want to go to, and I keep losing the name, and then I keep forgetting who they were. Uh, so yeah, that's another project coming up for me. But these these watercolors and the ones that I picked up this time around, they're just Kaz. Good morning. I know it's morning somewhere. These are just, I don't know, I'm just in love with each and every one of them, especially that tiger. That tiger is probably going to go in the bedroom along with the cats. I'm going to have to redo my bedroom completely. In fact, I'm going to have to get on that tall ladder and I got to pick up and put that one painting up there on the wall that I want to put on the wall here, and then figure out what I'm going to do with the other one. So I've got so much to do and so little energy to do it. Actually, my energy level was really good this time around, especially on my vacation. Last year, I was still too exhausted from everything. I couldn't really move around much, but I think I mentioned that last week already. And even since I've been back, I've had more good days than normal, and I've gotten more done than normal than before. So yeah, it's gonna get better. I'm working on it. But for now, I'm gonna leave you all and let you run off to other sales that may be going on, other videos you have in your queue to watch. And we'll see you hopefully Thursday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern. Again, right here, where you can purchase some of these goodies I just showed. And then again, Sunday morning for me, not so much morning for the Eastern crowd, on Beth's channel. I'll see you all around the tube. And you all know the deal. You all keep it real. Kaboom.